I can't remember, during the Kennedy bill or afterwards. I had meetings over at the other house in the sunroom there. I don't know, for 3 or 4 months. And we had the pro and con group. And I can't remember who the heck came to the doggone meetings anymore. Henry Huff was one of them. And I think Dunn Gifford came to some of them. And then there was...
They all pro, right?
Yeah.
And were you kind of pro the Kennedy bill, or what was your position on it?
No, I was against the Kennedy bill.
You were?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the whole issue of home
Yeah.
rule? Or?
Well, yeah, that was a forever wild thing. Everything was going to be like maybe the Cape Cod seashore
Right.
or something. Yeah. No, it wasn't too good. Some things were all right, but most of it there was no home rule in the thing.
Right. And what were some of your other objections to it?
Kennedy.
Really? You mean his kind of arrogant personality, or what?
The whole Kennedy tribe, all the way back from his father Joe. That was
Do you think if the bill had been presented by somebody else, it might have been different?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Well, and so when the Kennedy bill came, did they give any leeway for making changes to it? The Kennedy people?
I don't remember any leeway. No, that's why it was kind of rough going.
So at those meetings, was there huge antipathy between the parties?
No, we did real good. Yeah, Helen made a lunch for the whole gang every day. They had lunch and no, it was real good. Yeah,
So you had most of the meetings here.
yeah, we had them over next door. But that was a meeting after the commission meetings and everything else. I don't know how I got into that meeting. Some of the ones up island, and I don't know. I don't remember now exactly how it happened to take place. But we had quite a few meetings over there at the other house. One of the things about it, I met Henry Huff out in the street there one day when he was going over the meeting, and Henry said, "I really don't know what I'm coming to this meeting for," because he said something like, "Maybe I don't understand what's going on. I don't know." But he was even a little confused on everything that was happening.
Henry Huff is the only kind of islander. Was it mostly people that were there islanders that were?
No, I don't think so. Most of them were ones of transplants, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think we ever came to any conclusion, what it was all about. We just had a good lunch and we had a good conversation, and that was it.
In retrospect, though, do you feel the same way about the Kennedy bill?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, from that, was the Dukes County Planning and Economic Development Commission, was that a kind of outgrowth from the Kennedy bill?
No, that was before.
Really?
Yeah. Dean Swift was chairman of that, and then I became chairman, and then that went into the Martha's Vineyard Commission eventually. But that was the beginning of what you might call the Martha's Vineyard Commission.
So when you think on the vineyard, the kind of realization that something's going on with development and there might be too much development, I mean, do you kind of recognize a time when people became conscious of that?
Yeah, that was about the time the Development Commission came into effect, because they were concerned about it at that time. The county commissioners, I think, were in on that deal, and most of the island.
And when was that?
Quite a while ago.
Like in
30,
the 60s?
about 30 years ago, at least 30 years ago.
Okay, so in the 60s or 70s?
Yeah,
60s.
60s maybe. Well, I came from Wisconsin originally,
Right.
And the vineyard was a lot like it.
Huh.
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, it had a little tourist business. It had a lot of hunting and a lot of fishing, and not too many people.
So it really was kind of the old vineyard when you
Yeah.
got here.
Yeah, the first time I came here was in '38, and I think it was '43 maybe when we came here to live. But it was nice and quiet and peaceful.
And at that point, was there any sense of the threat of development?
No, I don't think so. No, it was after that. Because we still had a lot of summer people here,
Right.
but they were quiet. You know, they didn't, and they came for all summer instead of just a weekend or a week or something. And eventually that all changed.
When do you think it started changing?
It was in the-
I mean, it's just subjective.
Yeah, it was in the 50s, I guess. Yeah,
And so were you kind of aware of it kind of
Yeah,
creeping in?
yeah. Because I was in the building business, and you know, you could see everything going on. Now it's terrible.
It is terrible now. I mean, do you think some of those early efforts by the, both commissions, I mean, the commission and the economic planning, do you think those helped, kind of had an effect on the growth now?
Yeah, because the commission had quite a few rules that I signed that went in effect before Edgartown got out of the commission, and the planning board in Edgartown still picks those things up and uses them all the time. Because every now and then, they didn't think much of it when I signed it, because I caught hell for signing it, because it was kind of restricting everything. But now they think some of those things were pretty good.